Giving an attendance and participation score in your class is really easy. You'll notice in the course information section of your Google Classroom that there's an assignment called Attendance and Participation, contributing to the participation section of the student's overall grade. If I click on this assignment, you'll see that there's a rubric attached to it and the usual boilerplate discussion from the syllabus about attendance and participation. If I view this assignment, you'll see that none of my students have turned it in because I didn't actually ask them to do anything. With this one, I don't need them to turn anything in for me to grade it. All I'm going to do is click on the student's grade at left, and you'll see the rubric pops up. If I click this caret, I can see what the different point levels are for each criterion of the attendance and participation rubric. And I can give a score. This is true for all of them, but I don't need to look at them because I know what the rest are. So I give my ranking on the rubric, and you can see that my student's grade appears. When I'm ready to return it, in the same way with all grades, I'll hit return. It says the assignment isn't done yet, but that's because I didn't ask them to turn anything in. This is just a participation grade. So at the end of class, I'll hit return, and I can give a comment. If I'd like to. So that rubric is automatically built into your classroom for you. Some people like to actually grade attendance for every single class meeting. And in that case, what we're going to do is create one of these assignments for each day of your class. Let's do that. So I'll hit Create, Assignment. Let's call it Attendance. We'll say it's worth 1 point if they were there. We'll put this into the participation grade, and we'll move it into the topic for the first class. I don't need to put anything else in here because my students don't need to do anything. If it's just whether they showed up or not, I also don't need a rubric. I can just say Assign. There's my attendance. To give these grades, the easiest thing to do is go to your Grades tab. There's attendance for the first date, and I can simply type 1 and then hit the return key to move to the next student and type 1s all the way down, or 0 if somebody wasn't there. I want to return these. It says it's not done yet because they didn't submit anything. And then my students can see their grade. To add that to the other days of my class, I actually don't have to completely recreate it. I can just hit Create, pick Reuse Post, pick the attendance post that I just made, say Reuse. It'll pull it up as if I had just recreated it. All I need to do is add it to the next meeting of my class. And do that once for each of the meetings of your class.